Hey everyone, Amazing Maine here, back with another one. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm your yoga inspirator, your self-care enthusiast, and your natural hair cheerleader. I'm with all the growth and healing vibes. I'm just here to help. If that's something you're into, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. So today we're going to be doing an upper body flexibility and mobility routine. And this exercise will be geared towards people with broader shoulders such as myself and you gentlemen, of course. But it is a stretch exercise nonetheless, so anybody should be able to benefit from it. So what are we waiting for? Let's go ahead and grab our mats or whatever you work out on, and let's begin. So for today's exercise, we are going to be on our knees the entire time. So you might want a pillow or some padding up under your knees for comfort. So first exercise, we're going to warm up our spine. I'm not sure of the name of them or the name of these exercises, but you can just follow along. So we're going to do these circular motions like this, reaching up. You kind of lean over and then sit back down. And when you come up, you're going to reach up high. And what you're doing is we're loosening up, we're kind of getting some movement in our spine when we do that. So we're going to do that 20 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And guys, you're going to feel this in your legs for some reason. But we're really just trying to loosen up the spine. And the reason you feel it in your legs is because when you go up and you come over like this, when I bend this way, I get a stretch in this leg, and then I lower it. It really starts to burn after a while, so just prepare yourself for that. But the point of this exercise is to reach up high and kind of get the joints in the spine moving, pretty much. I don't know how many we're done, but let's do all 20. So here we go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. If you don't normally do that, you're going to really feel a burn once you're finished. So my legs are burning right now, but the whole point was to kind of loosen up the spine. Whew. All right. I really can't even jump into the next exercise after that because, yeah, I feel it. Actually, I got to shake my legs out. Okay. All right, let's jump into the next exercise. This one, you don't have to use the legs, okay? So we can be thankful for that. So we're going to open our arms up like this, and we're just going to rotate our spine. Now when we do that, we want to make sure we're sitting up straight. We want to make sure our shoulders are pulled back and tucked into our, pushing against our back. We want our shoulder blades to kind of push against our back, open up, and we're going to do this 10 times one way and then 10 times the opposite way. Let's begin. And you want to go slow so you can kind of make sure you're getting the right stretch that you need. Back the other way. Whew. Ooh. All right, I don't know about you, but my back cracks like pop rocks when I do that. Or like fireworks, you just... But that's a good thing, because that's just proof to me that my back has been really stiff for a long time, and I'm finally loosening it up. Okay, so you can do both of those exercises once or two more times, and move on to the next one. Or we can do this whole routine straight through, and then you can repeat the routine 2 or 3 more times. So the next exercise is going to be, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring our hands up into this prayer position here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make sure your back is, your chest is open, and the scapula are kind of pushing against your back, so you're sitting up straight. And we're going to open up. Make sure everything. Now, if you're like me, when you open up in this position and you're making sure you're sitting straight and your scapula or your shoulder blades are kind of pushing against your back, you're going to feel a stretch deep in your shoulder and arm muscles, right up in here. So it should be deep in there. It almost feels kind of uncomfortable because maybe you're not used to stretching like that. So you just don't want to open up like this. You want to straighten your back up and make sure. And when you get to about here, you should really feel it deep in your arm and shoulders. So we're going to do that for 10 seconds. Pull your neck up high. So after 10 seconds, you're going to move. You're going to turn your hands out, keeping your back straight, keeping your shoulder blades pressed against your back. You're going to push your arms out. You also want to keep your hands pointed up at the ceiling, and you want to kind of push your palms out while keeping your back and your shoulder blades straight. So this is how my hand is. And just push. Now, you should feel this in your neck and deep in your arm muscles. And this is about how far I can go. So you want to make sure that when you're here, you're breathing, because it's going to feel really uncomfortable. And me, like I'm pushing out, but this is as far as I can go. Now, if you could go like this, but that's not what we're doing. We're making sure our back and our spine and everything is stabilized. Our shoulder blades are stabilized, pushing against our back. Open up and then push out. And I start feeling the stretch right about here. So as you're feeling the stretch, you want to make sure you're taking deep breaths and pushing with your palms while keeping your back stabilized. We're going to do that for 20 seconds. You'll probably feel this deep in your, like in your fingers. You'll probably feel your fingers pulling. I'm not sure how long it's been, but after 20 seconds, go ahead and shake your arms out. Whew. You should feel it, your neck. That should have stretched all through your neck and into your arms. All right, so I'm going to do that one more time, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. But in general, you want to do it about 2 to 3 times. Ten seconds here. And then turn your palms out and push, pointing your fingers, stretching those fingers towards the ceiling. Once you get a good pull in your neck and shoulders and arms, hold it for 20 seconds. After about 10 seconds, you might be able to push a little harder, but making sure you're breathing. Now, if you want to, you can kind of do a slow turn of your head. The more you push, the more you'll feel it deep in your arms and your hands, like the muscles deep inside of your arms, hands, shoulder, and neck. Whew. Take a deep breath and relax. Ah, yes. I don't know why I feel it in this neck, but anyway, shake it out. And sometimes staying on your knees for too long makes them fall asleep. So if you want, you can kind of shake your legs out. Whew. I really feel the pull in my neck and shoulders, which is good because this is a workout for my particular body. All right, let's move along to the next exercise. So for this one, we're simply gonna reach our arm back in like a spinal twist. Then we're gonna reach our arm up, touch our head, and bring our elbow all the way around. And whew, that feels good. So you don't have to bring your arms up like this. You can kind of place them on your knees, and then you bring one arm back, bringing your body into a spinal twist, up, high, touch your head, and then bring your elbow around. Whew, that feels really good. So we can do it, 10 times on each side. I kind of like my arms up here. I'm not sure how to end that whole stretch, but you want, you can kind of hold it in this little position a little longer, because that's a really good stretch. So that was what, 3? 4. 5. We'll go faster. 10. Whew. All right, next side. 1, 2. And like I said, you don't have to go so fast. If you want to do these slower, you can. You can hold it actually in certain places where you feel a good stretch. You can just hold it. 4. So for instance, you can hold it in this pose with this twist in the spine. Come up, you can hold it here for a while. Even here. Or you can hold it right here. And just follow through. I'm not sure if that was 9 or 10, so I'm just going to do one more. All right. So that was our 4th exercise. Was that our 4th? We did. Yes. Okay, so let's move on to our final set of exercises. So for this one, we're going to get on all fours. And we're going to put one arm forward, and we're just going to come down on it into a stretch. So we're reaching our arm straight out in front of us, and then we're coming down so that we feel the stretch along the sides, all along here, or up in the front more, but yeah. So hold that for about 20 seconds. All right. Then we're going to put our arm out that way and come down onto it, out to the side. "20 seconds. And for this side stretch with our arm out to the side, I found that another good way to do it is if you pop your shoulder up. So we're doing it this way, but if you pop your shoulder up and come down, it kind of stretches totally different muscles, deeper muscles. So 20 seconds with our shoulder popped up. want to do that 2 or 3 times on each side. So let's go ahead and do our left side. Reach your arm out and just kind of come down into a stretch while still reaching your hand forward for 20 seconds. And for all of these exercises we're doing, we want to make sure that we squeeze our shoulder blades to our backs. So even when we reach out, we only want to go as far as our body will let us, while still keeping our shoulder blades pushing against our back. So we don't want to bring our shoulder blades off of our back. We want to keep our shoulder blades on our back. And just reach as far as you can while still keeping your shoulders stable. So we're going to go out to the side now. Like I said, I'm keeping my shoulder blades stabilized, pushing onto my back, and I just want to come down. And you may find that you can't even go as far as you thought you could when you're making sure your shoulder blades are pushing on your back. And again, we're going to pop the shoulder up like towards our ears, and then we're going to come down into a deeper stretch. And it should stretch totally different muscles when you do that. It's kind of muscles deeper in your arm. All right, come back up. You can shake your arms out a little. Whew. I will say, to me, these stretches are a bit intense, so definitely warm up before them. All right, for our final stretch, we get on all fours. We make sure our scapula, our shoulder blades, are pushing against our back, and we're going to try to come down, bring both arms down or out in front of you, stretch them out in front of you. But for me, this is as far as I can go because, like I said, my shoulder blades are stabilized against my back. Then I'm going to bring my forearms down, and I can feel my shoulder blade trying to come off my back. But when you're focused on flexibility, or when you're getting into shape, you can't expect to be perfect, while you're working on getting, better. So just bring your arm down like this. Okay. Okay. And then you're going to feel a stretch in this position. And for a deeper stretch, you can bring your arms up like this. So you can even just get down like this, or you can bring your arms up like this, or you can do both. So let's do both. We're going to do this one for 20 seconds. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and transition right into the last stretch. which is like this. If you want to come out more, you can, and just hold up. Try to get back into the position. Hold on. All right. There we go. 20 seconds. All right, and slowly come out. Whew. All right, we made it. So yeah, I feel like that was a bit intense. I did come up with that routine myself, but of course, I'm sure somebody somewhere has done it before. But yes, make sure you're drinking lots of water when you're doing these stretches, because it helps rehydrate the muscles and it actually helps with your flexibility. So again, I really thank you for joining in this video with me today. It's been a pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful day, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this routine. I will see you the next time. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.